Hello beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. If today is your first time coming across this channel, my name is Joy and I'm a Nigerian vlogger based here in Germany. So in today's video I want to quickly share with you guys tips on how you can get the German residence permit. So if this is your first time here, please do not leave this channel without subscribing to my channel. Turn on the notification bell when you subscribe to get notified anytime I make new videos just like this. All right, so back to the topic. How then can one get the German resident permit? I've stressed this in most of my videos. I always make videos about German resident permit. If you have not watched other of my videos, please do well to click on that beautiful yellow icon that you see there on my profile. Click on it and it will take you to all of my beautiful videos that I've made. So you can scroll down, check and see if there's any topic you're interested in, watch, and don't forget to subscribe. Having said all of this, let's just dive straight into the video. All right, tip number one on how to get residence permit here in Germany is when you interact, like you go to school and be in the society. Sorry guys, I have like snow fence. Yeah, so integrate yourself into the society. That's number one way to get your German resident permit, which is do your Ausbildung, go to school and do your B1, if possible B2. It helps a lot. There are so many benefits associated with you going to school here in Germany, which is like you getting your, of course, your resident permit. That's number one. Number two, you are learning a skill without even having to pay for it. You are even getting paid for doing this skill. All right, having said that, let's go to tip number two. Tip number two is through humanitarian ground. When the UN, they see that okay, this your case, it's somehow, and they just want to pity you, you can get your document out of this pity. Number three reason why how you can get your residential permit here in Germany is through recommendation. If the stats, for example, the stats where you are living in, they recommend you to the government, or they recommend you to the Landratsamt, you can actually get a residential permit through this means. Another way which you can get your residence permit in Germany, the fourth reason or the fourth point, is when you actually get a job contract, like a working contract. If you're working here in Germany, you stand chances of getting resident permit if you do not already have one, because you working here in Germany, you're paying tax, you're contributing to the society. So I see no reason why you will not be granted your residential permit if you meet the requirements for it. So try as much as possible to work hard, get your contracts from your office or from your working place, then you can be able to apply for a residence permit. Okay, another tip that I'll be sharing with you in this video is actually if your, let's say your asylum was rejected and your stats is responsible for you, so the stats now considers giving you a resident permit on their own, is on a humanitarian ground, just like the UN that I first of all mentioned. But this time around is just their own decision, because the BAMF has rejected the person. So they now say, okay, this is up to us. They now decide whether they want to give you just for pity's sake, and that's just it. Okay, another ground which you can get your residential permit is if that person is actually sick through sickness. There are some illnesses that can make someone to actually stay here in Germany. Maybe they see that you are not fit enough to be sent back to your country, or maybe you can't even do any of these things that I've mentioned, like going to school or maybe working, on this ground of illness, they can actually grant that person a residence permit. Another way that you can get your resident permit here in Germany is through marriage. Getting married here in Germany, through marriage, you can actually get your resident permit. Some people fall victim of going to force themselves onto people just because they want to have document, but this is not the right way. You can actually get married and even do not have a child, still you get your resident permit. I'm not saying that childbearing is something bad. You can have your child if you want to, but getting married is actually a very good way to get residential permits here in Germany without stress. All right, and I think for this topic, I'm going to this getting married thing, I'm going to make another video on it to tell you how to get married in Germany. It's actually not easy. All right, now I'll move on to the next point, which is childbearing. Childbearing can also give you document, but there is no law in Germany that states that whosoever that gives birth or that has a child here in Germany must get a residence permit. But I'm telling you that it can actually help you. Imagine that you have a child, and that's, I don't like to point to you, I like to use just generally say it. So imagine that someone has a child and that person was supposed to be sent back to his or her country. Let me use her because a woman always bears children. So a woman has a child and she was supposed to be sent back to her country. So because she already have a child, a newborn baby or something, because of this child, they will now consider and say, okay, maybe we can just leave, we should just leave this person because of this. So these are a few tips that I have to share with you on how you can get your German residential permit. If you know other tips that I did not mention in this video, please do well to share with me in the comment section and leave me your thoughts. Do you agree with all of this that I have said? If not, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Please subscribe, like, and share this video with your friends and family. I love you all, and I will see you definitely in my next video. Bye bye.